Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Try to Play Where's the Penguin with your host Gerdat14. I still haven't actually... I did get a new computer in between the first and last parts, but something went horribly wrong. And now yeah, my mic cuts out now. And of course, while I'm trying to play this particular game, I can't actually, see most of what's going on due to the frame rate issues. And I really don't know how to fix my mic issues at the moment. I tried contacting Taylor, and then all of a sudden he can't hear me over Skype. So I really don't know what I'm trying to do. But as you can tell, Where's the Penguin has slightly evolved this time. Instead of being one specific type of penguin, now we are a whole menagerie of different types of penguins. Like, we have our rock type penguin, our grass type penguins, our fighting type penguins, and our normal type penguins. Lots of penguins all over the place. I like using the rock type penguins usually because they happen to have a lot of AoE effects sometimes, and But as I was saying before, you don't really hear that much about shale spiders anymore, and I find it really odd because shale spiders are really cool. They don't really have the best of movesets all around, but at least they get that huge raid buff, that 5% to all stats thing. And I personally think that stacked with Blessing of Kings, and if the buff itself, like a Touch of Shale Spider, actually stacks, then a group of 40 hunters could probably just go through an entire raid dungeon all on their own, because you got huge DPS at that point, and your stats are just, if the buff does stack. I don't know if it does. I haven't actually done enough research into it to know if Essence of Shale Spider stacks. But if it does stack, that's literally about 200% of normal stats you can get, which is very powerful with DPS classes, like rogues.
I had a dream that I could fly. I can feel each
also find it interesting how many different iterations of penguins that there are in this particular section of the game. You know, like early on, we only had like 2 variations of penguin, Donkey Penguin, or rather Diddy Penguin and Dixie Penguin. And we had to go rescue the king. And now all of a sudden our story is taking a total sidetrack. And here we are doing this. And I like this part, I really do. It's just that I find that it doesn't really help out the story that much. You know, it's interesting, it's cool, it's innovative, and it's, you know, very action RPG-ish, but there's maybe just a little bit too much dissonance going on. You know, way too many gameplay styles melding in with each other. If you're gonna do it, go all out. Like, they do it really well here. But I find that the dissonance tends to be very distracting, especially later on when you have so many different game styles coming in. But I still enjoy playing all of these different game styles usually. There are a few difficult sections here and there, but nothing so bad that'll, you know, pull your hair out or anything like that. Oh, and
waiting on the starting line for the signal gun. A stadium of silence, soon you'll be on the run. Through the window you see the other cars in line. But if you keep it all cool, you could win it all this time.
But hey, at least the only thing that's really happening at the moment is my mic cutting out. I mean, if it was my video just screwing up all over the place again, that would be something to be distressed about. But so far, it seems to be flowing okay. Yay, another new penguin. Also, I keep forgetting to go over the different. Every time that you recruit a new penguin, it'll have 1 or 2 different types of attacks, and you know, it really changes how you end up playing the game, because certain attacks have different effects. You know, like those particular rock penguins over there are using a continuous rolling attack, and it's very effective if you can actually, you know, land that attack. But it's difficult to aim. And this particular rock penguin has an AoE attack. Behold, AoE area of effect attacks are awesome. I find the easiest way to go through this particular portion of Where's the Penguin is to just get yourself a guy with a high-rated AoE attack and spam it. Just spam the living hell out of it, and you'll be mostly successful with this part of the game. Matter of fact, for most of the game, until like the very end of this particular section, you won't ever need anything other than powerful AoE moves. It's a downside, but it's not so bad a downside. It kind of limits the challenge quite a bit, but you know, anything that a player can abuse to make his experience easier is usually.
Give that to me.
No way. You got your own.
Well, I want yours too.
What are you gonna do with all that power, huh? No matter how hard you try, you're never gonna be like Father.
We're wasting time!
We are the sons of Sparta. Within each of us flows his blood. But more importantly, his soul! And now, my soul is saying it wants to stop you!
Unfortunately, our souls are at odds, brother. I need more power.
I find that this particular area isn't really so difficult. But now we're moving on to our first boss of this particular minigame, the giant snake boss. As far as I know, this is probably one of the easiest bosses that you'll end up encountering in this particular minigame. I don't do so well here, but I do well enough to, you know, just take him down quickly. Well, not quickly per se. I mean, we're spending the next 2 minutes here. Odd, my timer seems to be off. Huh. Anyway, just again, if you're lucky enough to get an AOE guy on your way, AOE penguin on your way through here, just spam his AOE ability, and you should be able to take down the minions fine all the way through here. And there isn't really much in strategy that I can really offer, especially if you're just going to use an AoE. If you're using single attacks, make sure that at the very least the single attack that you're using has got multiple hits. Like the first rock penguin that I was showing off, his single attack his melee attack does, you know, multiple hits because it travels through, and it's very effective for taking down foes with lots of HP, or you know, foes that you already aren't going to be able to one hit anyhow. I do like this part of the game. I do. It's just so glaringly dissonant from the earlier parts. Anyway, that was the giant snake boss of this particular part of the minigame. Again, not so hard. I actually no-hitted this guy. I forgot I did that. But he can catch you off guard if you're not paying careful attention. So can his minions, but it's not so difficult to avoid. Well, guys, I think that almost wraps us up. I'm gonna show off what the giant snake boss looks like when you recruit him. Yeah, he loses a lot of his size, but he's still somewhat useful. I don't really like his attack at the moment, but you know, I'll get over it. I might even be using him in the next part of the minigame. And yeah, that about covers it for the day, guys. This is Gerdat14, and well, this is just a list of the other penguins that we got. Not a bad list, mind you.
Give me back the 5 minutes.
I had to suffer through playing it.
I don't
That's
care.
right. You're done the blizzard spell. Now start drawing the thunder spell. Only 100 more to go. And then you can refine them into Thundaras and start all over again.
I'm going to suck your soul.
Draw! Draw!
Anyway, guys, please be safe, and I'll catch you back here for the next part of Where's the Penguin? Yay!
There is no hope. There is no hope! There is no hope in Hell Temple. Only madness and scorn. Shattered dreams and failure. And treachery all around. Not even this Big O soundtrack is cheering me up. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.